So there is an air quality alert in effect for the eastern third of the state through the morning hours today. Smoke from Kansas prescribed burns still ongoing, moving into the area anytime we can see some southerly winds. Seeing that again last night into this morning, affecting the air quality. Someone asked me how long does the prescribed burning kind of time frame happen for Kansas? It's usually late February to the middle of April. So hopefully we'll see that kind of subside, and whatever smoke moves in throughout the rest of spring into the summertime would be from wildfires actually, and unfortunately. But there's a look at the smoke concentration improving by later this morning. The air quality alert actually comes to an end by 10 a.m. and then some more smoke tries to move in tonight before I think we'll see a lot of this concentration wean as we go into tomorrow morning. But a beautiful look at the sunrise. If we can get something good out of this, maybe that helps. Beautiful look at the sunrise from our Barry Law camera, but a murky view over the capital cities. You see that haze kind of sitting over much of the treetops and the if you can call it that, here in eastern Nebraska. But there's the southern winds helping to transport that smoke into eastern Nebraska, 10 to almost 20 miles per hour. Weaker winds out in western Nebraska. Everyone warmer than this time yesterday by some almost 10 to 20 degrees. Even looking at cooler temperatures in the 30s out in the Panhandle. Chadron dropped down to 19 degrees yesterday morning. We are sitting at 47 degrees here in Lincoln, the middle and upper 40s for a lot of us in eastern Nebraska. Some high thin level clouds are out there, and I think we see mostly sunny skies through much of Wednesday. Southern winds, we should warm up back to the 80s today. But then there's this setup. Two potential rounds for severe weather as we go into Thursday. First, the warm front and some storms trying to pop after about 2 a.m. from south central into southeast Nebraska. One or two of these could be on the severe side, but eventually these move out past about sunrise, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then if the clouds move out, I think we see some environment trying to recover, but a couple limiting factors. There should be some warm air aloft that storms initially will have to try to overcome, and then the timing of this cold front will also play a part. But as we go into the afternoon, I think about here, watching all of eastern Nebraska and in and around this cold front for some storms to develop. And if any do get going after about 3 o'clock, and especially by the evening hours, they would likely be severe and threaten severe weather across the area. There you see this model of storm cast forming those storms after 6, 7 o'clock in and around the cold front. And these could be long track storms, but I have seen some models that wait if this front speeds up a little faster, if the cap's too strong, that those storms wait to form until Iowa altogether. So the potential is there that if we do see storms, they could be strong and they will threaten some severe weather before moving out by 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. The morning has a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk. Not expecting this to change really, with the main threat being some hail, an inch in diameter or so, maybe slightly bigger through the morning hours. But then the afternoon round, kind of conditional. If it can get going, there's a slight level 2 out of 5 risk. Still some uncertainty with this, and I think that's why we haven't seen any upgrade to an enhanced or anything else. There is a slight risk for some scattered storms developing back toward Kearney and then fanning out across eastern Nebraska. A low-end tornado threat that if any storms were lower based, maybe a tornado or two. Can't rule that out, but the main threat will be some large hail, 2 inches in diameter, if not slightly bigger, especially in the area with black hash marks that begins at about Grand Island and then fans out across eastern Nebraska. So something we will be certainly watching for the evening round, and can't rule out some gusty winds. So a day to stay weather aware. We will certainly be watching that in the morning, early tomorrow with the first round, and then that first round, as you can imagine, would play a part in the second round. Beyond the cold front and the storms and a couple warm days, we get cooler by the end of this week. Rain becoming likely by Easter and more chances throughout next week.